Good morning, boys. What is up? Today is Friday, June 13th. Sorry for the late trade recap. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Essentially, I did not trade AM session. I traded an Asia session today, which was technically last night. I'm sure if you guys follow me on TikTok, you guys saw that I did post a trade recap last night. So let's get into that trade recap for you guys. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys know Iran and whatever the fuck are going to war. I don't know too much of the details. I'm not involved with politics. I just know Iran is going to war, and the U.S. is Iran and Israel are going to war, and I think there's something like that. I don't even know, bro. Point is, market dumped like 2% overnight. As that dump was happening, created this crazy swing low at 805, right? What do we create from there? 5-minute fair value gap, right? So we have a swing low. Price is dumping because of war. Tap into a 5-minute fair value gap, which I would later use this high as a level of buy side to target in the morning, right? But essentially, there's no fair value gaps in this leg. If we look, oh, there's a 2-minute. Actually, did not see a 2-minute. It was a 5-minute top, 2-minute IFVG, but I did not enter off the 2-minute IFVG. I entered off the fact that it was a 1-minute CISD. Right, so we got that 1-minute CISD that was created right here. So we got a 1-minute CISD, 2-minute IFEG coming out of a 5-minute fair value gap. We also respected this 1-minute order block. And we had a clear draw of liquidity below us. That is when I entered short. My fail was more like here because I did not catch the full move. Yeah, I got a really poor fail. Because I got like 60 points. I didn't catch like the whole move. But yeah, it was a crazy trade. I'm not going to lie. I've never taken a trade like this during Asia on XFAs. I've only traded Asia on evals. Got lucky, worked out in my favor. Made around 1.1 thousand across 4 accounts. So $4.4 thousand in 1, 2, 3 minutes. Not bad. And if I had to take a trade today, I already made a video on this. I would have taken this long, even though structure is bearish, right? We're still in this daily order block. We never broke the order block. The 4-hour chart, essentially, I'm surprised we didn't take this low. Did we make equal lows? There's no way. Holy shit, we made equal lows. That's crazy. Damn. Equal lows is actually crazy. But I was still bullish because if we look at what price is doing overnight, the hourly chart. Also, we dump because of news, so you'd expect price to at least fill most of that void. Usually when we dump because of some major news event, price will recover. It's not actual market structure. It's kind of like think of it as like a error in the coding. Think of the stock market as a code, as an algorithm, and think of like a war as like an error in the code. So price is most likely to recover from that the next day, right? Tap into this 1-hour bullish fair value gap, push up, swept this low, last move to the upside before a sweep of sell side. Now we have a 1-hour CISD as well. So change in state and delivery on the hourly. So we know the hourly is bullish and the daily is bullish, right? The only thing bearish is a 4-hour. So now we hop onto the 15-minute. We can see the 15-minute is also bullish, right? But what do I see specifically? I see that we close above the swing high, giving us a bullish break of structure and creating a 1-hour order block, right? We also created another order block here that price respected and pushed up again, but that's besides the point because that's not my target. I would never target external liquidity, maybe this unfilled hourly, but besides that, I wouldn't target any other external liquidity in this leg because that is very risky. I would only go for internal, meaning, yeah, that 1-hour got tapped to the tick and then dumped. That's crazy. We tap into this 1-hour order block, as you can see. What is the 1-hour order block overlapped with? A bullish 15-minute fair value gap, right? So we tap into that bullish 15-minute fair value gap, and then we push up at market open around here. We have this internal high up here, which is relatively equal highs to this high. So whether you targeted this high or this high, it's the exact same shit. Doesn't really matter, right? If we look at price, we did inverse the 15-minute. At 929, you could have entered it at 928 or 929. Stops below. Stops would not be there if you get this RR, which is awful. I would have honestly entered off the previous candle's closure. Why is it so fucked up? What's wrong with my screen? If you entered at 929 at the 15-minute closed, you would have gotten the shittiest fill of all time, and this would have been your trade. I probably would have put stops below that order block, right? The trade I said I would have taken was this one, right? We got this bearish candle to the downside, and then we broke structure to the upside. So we got extra confirmation to the upside, stops below there, and TP up here. It's like a 1-to-1, or a little less. 0.96, essentially a 1-to-1 risk reward. Yeah, whatever. It's basically a 1-to-1. Great fucking trade. I would honestly take this a lot of times. I might have even entered here, if I'm being honest. I might have entered at 925 just because the 925 candle will tell you a lot about where 930 is going to go. So this is all hindsight, obviously. I didn't take any trades today because I was up yesterday, so I locked myself out of my accounts. Those are my rules. 1 trade a day, win or lose. Well, if I take 1 trade and I lose, I'll take a second trade and de-risk. But if I take 1 trade and I win, I'm off for the day. So essentially, would have entered here, here, or here, somewhere along this leg, right? Targeting this level. Ideally, the entry would have been here, but this would have been the safest bet. And worst case scenario, if 929 dumped and ended up respecting this bearish 15-minute, which was very unlikely after this placement got to the upside, I would have just exited my position for like a break even, and it wouldn't have been that bad. But price did displace, gave us that inversion. This would have been such a clean long. I know a lot of people actually took a short. I know Cole and AG Trades and a bunch of other people took this trade here. Right, not a bad trade either, because the 4-hour and hourly, I guess, in a sense, the 4-hour fair value gap and the 1 hour was being respected, and we tapped into the 1 hour to the tick. So I guess you could think price is bearish. And then we tapped into this order block right here, respected it, 1 minute fair value gap, respected it, and then we just placed to the downside. We didn't get a CISD until this candle, so they kind of pre-fired a CISD. But the fact that we didn't respect this order block and close below it right here, we were disrespecting the order block at the time, I think is enough of a confluence, I guess, to go short. Great fucking trade, though. This was a clean short. This was a clean long. And this was a short I took last night. Off a 1 minute CISD, 2 minute IFEG, targeting sell side, off a 5 minute fair value gap, and 1 minute order block. If you guys have any questions about these trades, let me know. And I'll be there to answer. Oh my god, Top Step finally answered my fucking email, bro. They owe me like 3,000 in payouts. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be there to answer. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. Peace out and safe trading. Have a nice day, boys.